Hi, I'm Darren.
Hi, I'm Graham.
And we are going to talk about Man of Steel.
Man of Steel?
Yeah, the new Superman movie.
Yeah.
It was in last year.
It's alright.
We don't need the story for that, do we? It's about Superman. There you go, that'll do.
Yeah. He has an adversary which he has to overcome.
Called General Zod.
And he has to save Earth, as usual.
Well, it's the first one in a new franchise, so it's,
do you know what I liked about that film?
Go on. Suspenseful pause.
The thing General Zod's building that he brings to Earth, and it sits above
things that terraforms.
Yeah,
like Krypton.
That's what I liked about it.
Why did you like that?
I liked specifically the gravity beam, and it lifts and drops and lifts.
Why did you like that?
I just really liked it. I thought it was a good effect. It's not really something that is commonly seen in sci-fi films. Just that concept of demolishing the ground below by lifting the gravity and then just using itself against itself. It's good. It's like sumo wrestlers do. They use the weight of their opponent against their opponent.
Right. Okay.
Against themselves, and it's quite.
Do you think that was enough to justify a reboot?
No.
And tell the same old story again?
No.
Okay.
No, but I do like Henry Cavill.
I do, but I have a problem in that. I don't know if it is a problem. People would say it's a problem. I really love Superman Returns. I think it's amazing.
Yeah.
And I really, really, really like Brandon Routh.
Yeah.
So I don't want Henry Saville, whatever his name is.
Cavill.
He was good. He was good. Don't get me wrong, but he's no Brandon Routh.
Good.
Which I know is
Ralph
the minority opinion.
Was the worst Superman?
I think you want to check your facts and go and Google Dean Cain, knobhead.
Which one was the one in Smallville?
Oh, I don't know.
He was rude.
But I know that what made me laugh was that he was like the young Superman, obviously in the show. But then when they made Superman Returns, they cast Brandon Routh, who was younger than him.
Oh.
So he could have played the older Superman as well, but it just wasn't. Tom Welling, is that his name?
I don't know.
My IMDb brain just
kicked in.
Yeah.
Could be wrong.
I don't think I am. But yes, so Henry, whatever his name is, Henry Bland, is pretty good.
Henry Bland? If he's watching this, he's going to be so upset by that.
I quite like him. But it's just, I really wanted to see the Bryan Singer sequel to Superman Returns.
Well, that would have been interesting.
Did you like Superman Returns?
I liked aspects of it.
What didn't you like about it?
No. I liked the bit where she's standing on his feet and he's dancing.
Bit. Yeah. See, I think that's what I like about it, is that it's proper nostalgic.
Was that film?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought that was from the 90s series.
No.
90s TV series.
Although I don't really like Amy Adams as Lois Lane. Then I was thinking I don't really like Kate Bosworth in Superman Returns as Lois Lane. Then I was thinking I don't really like... was it...
You're just a misogynist?
Is her name Margaret Kidder or something like that? The one from... it probably isn't. I probably just said the completely wrong name. Whoever the Lois Lane is from the Christopher Reeve movies. I was thinking there's only one Lois Lane I actually like, and that's Terry Hatcher from the TV series. Yeah, I think she was pretty good.
She's good, but she's a bit... It's touchy territory, isn't it? These days, considering she was on Desperate Housewives and stuff.
Not touchy territory?
Just is,
What's touchy about it?
It's
saying
just...
that Terry Hatcher was a good Lois Lane?
No, but, getting her to... she's too old now.
Well, I'm not saying she should do it again. I'm just saying that she's been my favourite so far.
Yeah.
Or not even that, just the only one that I really liked. Amy Adams wasn't bad.
Yeah. What else did you like about it?
About Man of Steel?
Yeah.
I liked loads. Do you know what I really liked? I've seen it twice. Once at the cinema a year or so ago, and then once on DVD the other day. And do you know what I really liked? And it pains me to say it. I thought that Kevin Costner was really good in it.
He was fine. He just played an old hick, didn't he? An old country guy.
Yes, but Kevin Costner is the most boring man on the planet.
Well, that was the point of him, wasn't it? It was to bring kind of...
I'll tell you what, I fucking hated that.
Please do.
Well, you know that I hate this bit, but it's that bit where the little Clark Kent is
I was saving that. I was going to bring that up later on.
Well, do you want to bring it up now then if you were looking forward to it?
No, go on. You
stole it. Where he's in school as a
kid. Under my feet, you stole my thunder.
Okay. With my own opinion.
Yeah, I know, but I was hoping it would make a big reaction from you. And it did get a big reaction when you remembered it, so
it annoys me.
I was clearly on the right line.
Fucking Christ, let me say it. Video's only 10 minutes long. But the bit where...
we save time from...
Shut the fuck up. Where the young Clark Kent is in school and his powers start kicking in and he sees everyone's innards and hearing the traffic and stuff. And he freaks out.
Hearing the traffic.
They can sound like he's got mental problems.
Yeah.
But,
You can hear like the prayers and screams of people.
the other school kids, the screams, the ones that are with the caretaker.
Yeah.
And he goes and hides himself in a cupboard. And so they call his mum, and she's like, what's the problem, Clarky? And he's like, oh, the world's too big, mum. And then she's like, make it small. And it's a proper fucking...
And it fixes it.
Oh,
Fixes
God,
everything.
I hate it. That's what I hate about the Man of Steel, is the sentimental, saccharine kind of bullshit moments. Especially that one. Make it small.
Doesn't matter what
as
you
if you'd
think
say
of
that,
it.
and I know I'm going to say this because I get angry about it all the time. But as if your kid was locked in a cupboard and he went, the world's too big, you'd go, make it small. You'd go get your fucking arse out of here now, you little brat. Or I will
They
kick this
pulled
door
me out
in.
of work to come and see you.
Yeah.
You just locked yourself in a cupboard.
Costner was going to make another Waterworld movie. I was convincing him not to, and now I'm going to come here. But,
Waterworld
I also hated that bit where Kevin Costner, this is slightly a spoiler alert, but not really. You know where the tornado like is ripping through the town,
Oh,
and it's gonna kill Kevin Costner, and he goes like to Clark, like,
Yeah,
don't save me,
yeah.
because he doesn't want him to give up his powers.
Yeah.
And Clark just doesn't save him.
Yeah.
It's like, all right then. If I'm
Yeah.
gonna be like, if anybody that I had any remote like liking for, if they're about to die, and I could save them with some inconvenience to myself, but at least they'd be alive, I wouldn't go, all right, well they told me not to, I won't.
Yeah, see you in a bit.
What
see
a
ya.
cunt.
See ya, you're dead forever. But his real dad doesn't die forever because he can turn into a hologram when he likes.
Well, yeah, but he's dead from the beginning. I liked Russell Crowe as well.
Yeah.
Superman, the son of two Robin Hoods.
Yeah.
But General Zod was alright. He was no Terrence Stamp, Michael Shannon, as good as Michael Shannon is.
Michael Shannon's a good actor.
He's a very good actor, but so is Terrence Stamp. And
He did a good job in that. I liked some of the earlier fight scenes in that film.
the fight's a bit too fast, I think. You can't really see what's going on. Not to sound like an
Oh,
old
do you want a
person.
Michael Bay? You want everything slow motion and
Does Michael Bay do slow motion?
yeah, all the time.
I'll try not to watch his films if I
All
can
the
get away with
time?
it.
Yeah, okay.
But yeah, no, the fighting was good. I liked all the fighting, to be honest, that I could see. I like that bit where Lois Lane's on the ship and Russell Crowe's like opening the doors and stuff, and like he's like,
yeah, he's like guiding her through.
yeah. You said something about oh, it's like the stupidest plan ever at the beginning. You know, like General Zod's been naughty on his planet, so they lock him up and send him into space when the planet's about to explode. It's just like, just leave him down here.
Yeah. Everyone else dies. Why doesn't
Yeah.
you know he's not allowed to die?
Oh, and I have my theory about Superman still being a prequel to The Matrix.
Go on then.
Do you not remember my theory?
No.
Because the babies are in little pods, like the babies in pods in The Matrix.
Yeah, but what's that mean?
It means it's the same film, same world, because there's similarities. The Superman is just Neo, he's just the one, you know, because he can fly around and all that shit. Lawrence Fishburne is Morpheus, but before he was like unplugged and became Morpheus, and he works at the newspaper place where he can keep an eye out for people that might be the one. And Commander Locke from the shitty Matrix sequels is in it basically in the exact same character, the cynical, you know, general that doesn't believe all this bullshit's going down, but I'll sort it out anyway. So I think that's him before he got unplugged as well.
I don't. Was he unplugged? Wasn't he born outside of the Matrix like Link and Tank and
Link and Tank weren't, were they?
Link in the second one? Yeah, he was.
Link wasn't in the second one, was he? Hadn't he been caught trying to steal from the studios or something at that point and been fired?
No, Link was the guy with the dreadlocks.
Right, yeah, sorry. It's Tank and Dozer, isn't it?
Tank and Dozer.
Yeah.
But they were born in Zion.
Yeah, and maybe the Michael Shannon's like a prequel to an
Smith,
agent.
yeah. Could be like a previous version
Yeah, so you heard it here first.
of that software. Yeah, possibly.
Unless you heard it somewhere else and they probably just ripped me off.
Probably.
I wrote it in a blog. You should read it.
That's
was
not
text.
Yeah,
if I'm disappointed about anything, it's that the sequel is going to be, you know, the Batman versus Superman versus Wonder Woman versus
I think
Please God Give us a
everybody's-
franchise.
I think
movie.
everybody's got a problem with that one.
Well, I think my main one is that on second viewing, now that I've gotten over the Superman Returns thing, I did quite like Man of Steel, and I'd quite just like a Man of Steel sequel. I don't want to then have to go through introducing Batman, introducing Wonder Woman, and introducing...
They're just going to show up on the scene and be like, hey...
Well, either way, I just want to see another Superman movie now with those people. I don't want to see this big multi-franchise thing. I'm quite happy to watch a sequel to that film.
So what do you think about Batfleck?
Yeah, he's fine. I'm quite happy with Ben Affleck to do it. He's a good actor, he's a good director.
He's got the right chin.
Yeah, and anyone that's getting pissy about it can, you know, they just need to look at their own lives and readdress things, I think. You know? I mean, people got pissy about Daniel Craig playing Bond, and, you know, that worked out so far.
People got really upset that Thor was being recast as a woman.
Yeah,
And
well, I
that
mean, that's
Wolverine's
swings and
gonna be
roundabouts,
killed
isn't it?
off and
The
stuff like
Thor
that.
woman thing.
Well, Thor was a frog for a while. Nobody had a problem with that.
Yeah, but I don't care about Thor being a woman, but it did feel a bit like they just done that to get a bit of publicity. I thought.
Mm.
So it wasn't so much like, isn't it good that Thor can be a woman? It was like, if we make Thor a woman, then we'll get some press.
Yeah. But they do other, like Marvel do other stuff to kind of...
Yeah, comics have been around, for decades and decades and decades. They've probably done every variation of bullshit you can think of.
Yeah.
Doesn't bother me, Throw it in the bin if you don't like it, don't buy it. They'll change it back. But yeah, so Man of Steel was... Oh, I missed his undies as well. I thought that was a shame.
You like looking down his underpants?
Well, I just think that it's one of those where you see Superman with his red undies and you think, they look a bit silly. But then you see him without and you think, like, oh, it's missing something.
He hasn't put his undies on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
yeah, I suppose so.
I read him somewhere that Snyder really wanted the undies on really badly, but he just couldn't figure out a way of getting the design right.
Mm.
It's like there's been about fucking 80 years of comics. Look at them. Maybe see how they did it.
Yeah.
I think you saying you can't do it is a failure on your part.
Oh.
Well, it's not. It's not the same.
Oh.
What?
Oh.
He's alright.
But
I like Dawn of the Dead. I like Watchmen.
Can we talk about the end of Man of Steel?
Yeah, because our 10 minutes have already gone up. So if we say goodbye to all the people that haven't seen it.
Okay, yeah. If you haven't seen the film, turn off now.
Yeah, if you have, spoiler territory.
Yeah.
We just have the blue lights come down and saucy music. This is the dads only section.
Yeah, I think I did Mastermind sound.
You mid-master what?
What?
I
like the end.
You like the fact that Zod has his neck snapped?
Yeah, because his eyes are going full gear and and he can't stop.
Do you not think that there's Superman shouldn't kill people though?
It was really kind of it was like they're getting on my last nerves now.
My last nerves? You really wound me up, Zod.
Yeah, I'm gonna break your neck and off.
Oh, you're dead.
Yeah, done.
I don't know.
See, that's the thing as well. Couldn't he have just half snapped his neck or something like that?
Put in a wheelchair, like Christopher Reeve. Maybe think about what you're saying before you offend everyone.
No, I'm just saying really strongly incapacitate him, stick it in one of those phallic sarcophagus.
Well, I'm sure if he could have done that, he would have done that, but he couldn't, so he just fucking snapped his neck.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what we should learn from this,
a
kids.
rabbit for dinner,
If
just
you can't paralyse someone, just kill him.
Get it done with.
Yeah.
Everyone will forgive you because they've just been destroying the city.
Refix everything, everyone slagged it off for killing Zod, and Snyder's like, oh, well, that's gonna be why he doesn't kill people because he feels really bad about killing Zod.
Mm.
And then, obviously everyone sort of goes on about the fact that Metropolis got well and truly fucked.
Yeah, just
and now,
not even worth it.
Well, I don't know if this is going to turn out to be true, but there's, theories that in the sequel it'll be Lex Luthor and Bruce Wayne rebuilding Metropolis, and that kind of brings them into the mix.
Mm.
So that's kind of justifying it, but I don't know, I always thought Superman was there to save people, not drag people's faces along buildings and cause, murder and death for everyone inside.
He was pretty annoyed though, wasn't he?
Well, I'm sure the people inside were as well.
Mm.
When they were, doing their office work and filing their accounts, and suddenly a fucking alien's head got smashed through their wall.
Yeah. There's always going to be collateral damage though.
Well, there shouldn't be. You could have flung him into a field. You could have flung him into space.
Yeah. What was this thing else? Oh, it was the other podcast that you told me to listen to. They were talking about Hulk. The Hulk and Ben Croshaw.
Oh yeah.
That's his name.
The Let's Drown Out ones.
That's right. And they were saying there was a thing. Oh, it was, I don't know when or whatever, but they were saying that everything that Bruce Banner, the Hulk does when he's in Hulk form, he
stomach just rumbled.
my stomach rumbled, but I didn't want to bring attention to it. But anyway,
stinks.
My stomach rumbled. Anyway. I don't know why I'm blushing. But they were saying, just squishy now, that every time he throws a car or throws a person or whatever out the way or damages something and stuff, it's always meticulously planned out because he's such a genius.
Oh, yeah.
So that it doesn't actually hurt anybody or anything like that.
Distracting.
Yeah.
Well,
But Superman doesn't do that in Man of Steel.
He just kills everyone.
He literally just tears the city.
If you think how much damage and how the scars that everyone's still not forgotten, obviously, from 9/11. And that was 2 buildings with humans flying planes.
Yeah.
Imagine an entire city being destroyed
Yeah.
from 2 aliens having a bitch fight on top of them.
Yeah.
You know? So I just think that was a little bit too devastating.
It was kind of like they should already. I mean, considering they felt no pain or discomfort or whatever. I mean, maybe they did or whatever. But when they were getting hit by these, hitting each other with these buildings and stuff, you'd think they'd already be aware that they were impervious to this pain. So you'd think they just wouldn't bother. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. It's almost as though it was just for the spectacle of a blockbuster, which is something that you can't accuse Superman Returns of being. It was amazing. And people are always like, oh, there's too much action in Superman Returns. It's like, yeah, so what? Oh, sorry, not enough action even.
Yeah.
It's like, it's got other things going on, like, a romance and nostalgia, and I love the look of it, the sort of... It's like obviously borrowed from the Christopher Reeve movies, which were kind of like the 1970s meets like the sort of 20s and 30s, whereas the Superman Returns one was sort of modern day meets the 20s and 30s. I just think it was really cool. Superman Returns is well better than Man of Steel. Superman Returns is well better than Superman 1 and 2 as well.
Wow.
Because Superman 1 ruins itself by having him fly around the planet and, turn back time. At which point you're like, well, that's any threat removed from this film. Because if anything goes wrong, you can just turn back time. And
That's the
second
same
one...
problem with Harry Potter 3, isn't it? Where
Yeah, with
she
the
gets the
time
time turner. It's like, only use it to save Buckbeak, not anything else that ever happened ever.
Like, nothing matters if you don't save Buckbeak the first time, just go back and do it again.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
But, and in the second one, the whole film is like, should Superman give up his powers for Lois? Like, he'll be a human and blah, blah, blah. And, spoiler alert, like, he gives up his powers, and then he gets beaten up by somebody, and he suddenly thinks, like, oh, God, I need my powers, and Zod starts causing shit. So then he just rebuilds, like, the Fortress of Solitude, gets his powers back. It's like, oh, there's the threat. There's, like, the entire suspense from that film gone straight away. Like, should he, shouldn't he? Oh, it doesn't matter anyway. And then the third one's shit. And the fourth one's even worse. The one with, like, the nuclear man in it or whatever.
Right.
So, in my opinion...
Radioactive Man.
Yeah. Superman Returns is the best Superman movie, but Man of Steel was pretty good. I think, as much as I like Brandon Routh, and I do, maybe Christopher Reeve is slightly better. Even though his costume's a bit dated now. But... yeah, so that's that. We've probably done about 20 minutes or something now, which is way too long.
Yeah.
So yes.
Oh, it was a long film.
It was a long film, and it was a long wait for the Bryan Singer sequel to Superman Returns, and it never happened.
Oh well.
At least we got Days of Future Past, at last.
That's true. You're too high for the camera. You're off the camera.
Am I?
Yeah.
Is it just my mouth?
Yeah.
Bye.
Anyway, goodbye.
Bye.
We are done, aren't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Bye.
Me and you are.
Oh, press the wrong button.